Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And today, auction number 3 or slot 3, however you would call this, K-91-2, the tier 9 premium tank with a minimum bid of 500,000 credits and 5,000 units. Now, let me tell you one thing. Wargaming knows exactly what they are doing over there. 5,000 units for a whole EO server is very, very, very little. What that basically means, they could sell a horse Kaku and the bid would go high up. So competitive bid at this point is 10 million and we have over 21,000 people who would like to buy this tank. You know what is the funny thing? That the auction started 12 minutes ago and the bid is already looking like this. But now, let's not get carried away. Let's take a look how this tank is looking like. And oh my bananas, this tank is looking interesting. Okay, let's take a look into the stats first of all. 300 alpha damage. Instantly I'm comparing this tank against Object 432, which is in my opinion pile of Kaku, right? Lower DPM than Object. Same aim time like Object. Worse gun handling whenever you are moving and whenever you are traversing the tank, but a tiny touch better gun handling whenever you are moving the turret. Overall, no hit points. Armor on the paper looks okay, 220 with the slopes died, but ay, fellas. Okay, this is how this tank is looking like visually, right? It looks like a bloody... It looks interesting, let's say like that. It is not a compliment. Interesting is interesting. And whenever we are taking a look into the armor module, I mean, holy bananas from Banana Land. Frontally, it is 140. Bloody Cromwell will penetrate you. I'm not even joking. Cupolas 160 millimeters to whatever 190 millimeters, doesn't really matter. It's easy to penetrate into the both of the cupolas, if you can even call it in this way. And I can tell you that there is no tier even 6 tank that would struggle to deal with you. I mean, look, we are looking into the tier 6 tank, and tier 6 tank can slap you like there is no tomorrow. Armor is not existent on this tank. Sure thing we can... There is nothing even to side scrap with. I mean, look, I am comparing this against the bloody Rudy or against the T-34. This tank armor-wise is definitely useless. Sure, you can bounce if you are not going to hit where you are aiming to, but it is not a good thing, right? Now, speaking about the mobility, mobility is tiny touch better than Object 432, but once again, it isn't super duper hyper turbo good. 390 view range and 432 has 400 meters view range. Camo is the same. So I will answer into your question in very, very, very simple and easy way. Skill, is this tank worth it? Without even playing with it, I can tell you the tank isn't worth it. This vehicle is going to be very, very high of fear of missing out aspect, at least in my opinion. The tank is, to the certain extent, probably the very similar level like Pat on the prank, right? But now, enough of talks. Let's go to the press account and let's play some games with it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I do not understand something. Let's go and play some games and we will see our final opinion in a moment. Okay, very first battle with K-91-2, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I made a decision to go with the 2 different builds. If there is a city map, I would go with the hardening. If there is no city, I would go with ventilation. So yeah. Okay, so Studzianki standard battle. Let's see what we can do. Now this is the question, what we can do with this vehicle. I will be very, very honest with you, and I am going to say that straight into the face that my expectations for this tank are very, very, very low, okay? I do not expect this tank to be great. I do not expect this tank to be absolutely amazing or glorious. I am expecting it to score very, very low in the index ratings and overall what this tank has to offer. But we are not going to judge the book by its cover, and we are going to figure out how this mother trucker is looking like, okay? We will be brave, we will stay wild, and we are going to beat the living crap out of the enemies, right? That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So the first things first, we can clearly see that enemies are going to have quite an aggressive push over there. At least this is how it looks like, right? I know that armor-wise, this tank doesn't really have too many things to offer, okay? We need to keep this in mind. But we are brave mother truckers, you know? We are brave mother truckers, and we can see Mr. Blesk going aggressively, so we are eliminating Blesk. Everything is completely fine. The gun depression, which is extremely important factor of the tanks whenever you are playing with it. The gun depression of this tank is poor, okay? It is very important thing to highlight and to say. -6 isn't good by any shape or any form, okay? So please keep this in mind. It is no bueno. Speaking about no bueno, we are getting overrun over there, so we are trying to escape before it's too late. We are just trying to escape before it's too late, fellas. The gun handling, I know that it is not going to treat us too well, and I am very, very well aware of that it is far away from being ideal. But you know what? We are big boys, we are going to be fine, we are trying to play hold down to the best of our ability, and we will try to punish enemies for their stupidity and for their mistakes, right? We are not giving up, we are not trying to be too negative about the tank, although I have a feeling that it is a bit too late for that. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. We are hitting Conceiver Cupola. Luckily, he has a Burj Khalifa on top of his turret, so this is not the hardest thing for us to hit something like that, right? We are okay. Meanwhile, as you can see, he's penetrating us into the face without any problems whatsoever, and that is understandable. This is penetratable and this is penetratable. So pretty much you don't even need to aim to cupolas. All you need to do, you need to slap the living crap out of this tank in the face, right? It is not even that a hard thing to do. Meanwhile, E50 is playing somewhere over there. That's good. This is exactly what we are looking for. And any silly peek from this gentleman's side will give us something nice, I believe. Let's see. Hello. Beautiful. Another penetration. That's very much appreciated, and that feels very, 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 very nice. That feels very, very nice. Okay. Step by step, little by little, fellas. Step by step, little by little. I would love to say something nice, fellas. I would love to say something nice, but the gun feels questionable. Okay, and questionable isn't a good thing. The platform feels weird. Let's put that in this way. I would love to say something nice, but unfortunately, my tongue can't do that. Okay. Unfortunately, I cannot do that. Although we are not giving up, we are giving a proper chance for this tank, but I can tell you that it already feels like we have done a lot of work for 2000 damage. And 2000 damage for a tier 9 shouldn't be something to be proud of, speaking about my experience in the game and how do I play the game overall, right? It shouldn't be like, oh my bananas, 2000, that's great, you know? And in this type of situation, we are accepting every and each victory. It doesn't really matter how small victory is. I have a feeling that with this tank, you will need to spam a lot of gold ammunition, right? Especially whenever you are playing in the heavy flank, that's for sure. Whenever you are playing in the heavy flank, all the ammunition is going to be must. Meanwhile, we are taking our time to aim. Oyoptararai. I mean, alternative option is to replace the ventilation for experimental turbo. And what experimental turbo does for this tank, fellas, experimental turbo gives a bit of the stabilization for a tank, right? So that would be very much appreciated, and that would be very, very nice. But we will see. Mr. Scorpion is sitting here. This E50 is a dead meat, but I probably should have went for this guy for a couple of more shells, right? But it is how it is. No complaints, no regrets. 3,000 great opening score, and we are going to be okay. Skill, you are saying great opening score. Fellas, I'm telling you, this tank is going to be a bloody nightmare for many, many, many players. Who could buy this tank? In my opinion, tank collectors who are collecting absolutely everything. They would buy anything that Wargaming would sell, and I understand that. I get it. In my opinion, this tank isn't worth 10 million credits. It is not a good vehicle, right? But we are being patient, and we are going to be all right. 3.3 thousand damage, 4 kills, second class, yib yib hooray. Our brother from other mother did 1.9 thousand damage, but he spotted a lot, so probably he had CVS or something like that. Either way, 98,000 profits. Good, good, good. We are completely fine, and we are Gucci. Let's go for seconds. Okay, round number 2. For round number 2, we will go and do the things a bit differently. We are going to play with a hardering, okay? Brawling isn't an option with this tank, just saying, fellas. It is not an option to brawl with this vehicle, but to have a bit more hit points, isn't even worth it to do that for 10% of the hit points? This is the question. Overall, we have like what, 1,500. Now we have 1,650. It's even debatable. Is it worth it? I would actually not go with a build like this, and I can tell you exactly why. Because it's not worth it. I would rather have spotting build, especially for a tanks that are stinkers. So at least you can spot a bit, right? At least you can spot a bit. That is a positive thing, and that is a good thing overall. That is a good thing overall, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Mr. Shrek. We are trying to find a decent enough angle to punish guys sitting here. As a matter of fact, I think we can get tiny touch closer here. That's what I would say. Let's try to get tiny touch closer. Maybe we can slap him with high explosives. That would be very much appreciated. Beautiful. 400 in the face. Very, very nice. The problem, what I see whenever I look into this tank, I see a problem of the platform. You are not good enough to play aggressively. You are not good sniper. It just doesn't really have anything to offer. Looking into all of this, I would understand if this tank would have, let's say, the same stats as 432 does. Speaking about the gun, because that tank has only gun, right? This tank, nor it has the gun, nor it has armor. It doesn't really have anything, right? That is the weirdest bit of all of this, and I don't see the selling point apart the tank being rear. Obviously, the quantity is very, very, very little, fellas. It is truly little. 5,000 units for the EU server. It is very little. Very, very, very much so. So I think this is pretty much to milk the collectors, and that's about it. Folks who are going to buy this tank, I don't think that they are going to get a great vehicle for themselves. Sure, they are going to get a rear tank, which is going to collect the dust in the garage, right? This is how am I looking into all of this, right? And I understand the need for that as well. Every and each of us would like to have something special, and this vehicle is going to be special. You know what I mean? At least this is how I look into all of this. At least this is how I look into all of this. Okay, beautiful. Now, what I would love to see, I would love to see this mother trucker trying to escape, so we are slapping him for 400 in the face. That's great, and ELC is eliminated. That's amazing. Okay. This is the moment whenever we will try to make a hardcore pressure like so. I think we can start thinking about repushing the middle. Hopefully we will find this Charmle, and hopefully we can slap the living crap out of him. Plus on top of that there is plenty of the sniper schnitzel sitting in this. But on the other hand, you know, I am thinking about the stuff from the other hand. It's good that we do not have the overpowered tank on sale, right? That is completely fine, that is completely Gucci, and this is okay. You know what I did not pay attention to? I did not pay attention how much credits this tank made in the previous game. That's what I forgot, okay? So we will check it out after this game, how many credits we made in this battle, and how many credits did we made in the game before that. I had a blank for that, which is okay, everything is fine, everything is Gucci. Now, Charmle, how are you doing, you sweet, magnificent mother trucker? Unfortunately, I did not manage to penetrate him, but that is kind of irrelevant. We are going to slap him once again, or we are going to miss the shot, it's okay. I did miss the shot, that's on me, not much what I can change about that. Now, we are going for a base defense, because our base is in humongous danger, for obvious reasons, right? So let's try to help here. My goal is to eliminate this 430. Since this gentleman is making such a bad decision to go here in the open field, we can definitely slap him once or twice. This is what we are looking for, and this is what we need. Beautiful, very, very good. One-shottable, and this guy is down to one-shottable. Oh my bananas, this tank. What the actual F is this? Man, this tank. I mean, holy bananas from Banana Land. Fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this tank is just something else. This tank is just something else, I can tell you that much. It's okay, relax, take it easy, we are winning this game and we are not going to cack our pants, right? We are going to be okay. We are spotting for our team. We are feeling great, we are feeling Gucci, everything is okay. We are trying to do, we are trying to get couple of shots more of damage and we are going to be just fine. I don't really mind that I'm losing the hit points over there. In the end of the day, we are spotting for our sniper schnitzels and that is the most valuable thing at this point, right? Good luck hitting with this tank. The gun is just something else, fellas. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, the gun of this tank is just something else. I can tell you that much. It's okay. Nevertheless, we are going to be fine and we are going to be okay. We do not need to panic about this. 3000 damage, 900 assisting damage. Oh my bananas. Okay, okay. Hardening isn't really an option of this tank. I do not see myself using hardening, to be completely honest with you, right? I don't feel like this is the proper way to play with this tank, although I have no doubts whatsoever that we are going to have some brawlers or some folks that are very, very, very experienced in brawling, you know, playing super aggressively, that they will use this. For me, I do not know about that. Anyways, 3.1 thousand damage, 90 assisting damage, 900 assisting damage, it's okay, 20,000 profits. And I lost credits here. I lost credits. Imagine there is no mission. I lost credits. And here we made barely 20,000. It's not even good at making credits. How much? 4,800 for 300 alpha damage. The price of the ammunition is insane. I mean, it's the same thing like a bloody 432, right? This is how it looks like. Oh, fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you, this tank is a stinker. This tank is a stinker, fellas. Okay, fellas. Tundra standard battle. Let's see what we can do over there. Yeah, this is a very, very, very interesting stuff, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Do we want to take this position here and slap everyone who is going up? I think that's the plan. I think that's the play. And you know what is a weird thing? The gun depression of this thing is kind of low. If the gun depression would be better, you know, the tank would definitely feel tiny touch sexier. Let's put that in this way. Tiny touch sexier. What we are doing here, we are just trying to punish folks that are trying to cross like this, right? Not a rocket science, nothing too crazy, nothing unusual. We are just trying to get some sort of use here, right? That's all we are trying to do. We are just trying to get a bit of the use over there. That is okay. That is fine. We are going to be alright. We will survive. Tiger. Beautiful shot to the Tiger. Yeah, we are in loads of shit in this situation. Okay, we need to relocate here. I am just a bit afraid if enemy team will overpush us, and I have a feeling that it is a matter of the time whenever it will happen, right? So in this situation, I would rather go for this bulldog and say hello. You know, this is what I would rather do. Don't run, don't run, don't run, don't run, don't run, don't run, don't run. Good, bulldog is eliminated, very, very nice. We need to be aware of this IS-3 sitting here, right? We are aware of that. And if enemies are trying to make a bit of pressure, we are going to be lurking somewhere around this area. So it is not a bad thing by any shape or any form either, right? We are going to be alright. Meanwhile, IS-3 is considering about getting involved here. That's good. We are slapping him even though we are spotted. We do not really care about that too much. Now we are waiting for another 5 seconds or something. And we are going to go back to the same position just to get an angle of this IS-3. Unfortunately, I chosen a bad approach here, but that is okay. We are fine. We are Gucci. We are trying to slap him once again. Beautifully. Nice. We are doing a bit of damage as well, and we are spotted, but we do not really care about this. We are feeling all right. I feel like I am playing with a tier 8 in the tier 9 battle, okay? This is how I feel like. And it would be half of the trouble if we would be playing with a tier 8 in the tier 9 battle, but tier 8 with a tier 9 matchmaking, that is completely different situation, if you know what I mean. That definitely feels significantly more complicated, and it feels like, oh, yop, tararai. You know? You know what I mean, fellas? Okay, we are relocating once again. I do not really want to keep playing here. I do not really think it is the right play. And my brain, fellas, is in 100% of the usage, if you know what I mean. My brain playing with this mother trucking tank is in 100% of the usage. I am just trying to get some use. I am just trying to get some use. Just give it to me. Something. I don't need too much. Just give me 2,000 more and I'm going to be a very, very, very happy camper. I'm going to be very happy camper. Beautiful shot to the suit. That's good. Even though we are spotted, we do not really care about this too much. We are okay. We are big boys. We are going to be fine. I'm trying to shoot the Conqueror. It was okay shot, but unfortunately RNG wasn't there to finish him off, which is fair enough, I guess. We are okay. Wow. Wow, fellas. Straight up wow. And this is not a good wow. This is not a good wow. Okay. Relax, take it easy. We are just chilling here and we are waiting until someone would mess up. Yeah, we are aware of that exam coming our way. What is happening in my baboon head, I am thinking about escaping from here. Is it going to be a good thing? I do not know, but I need to try to F off from here before it's too late. Good, we are alive, we relocated, that's great, hip hip hooray, we are feeling just fine. Mr. Tortoise coming towards us and XM is coming towards us. Oh, yup, right. Yeah, we have two big meatballs going towards us. It is going to be extremely difficult to get any use from all of this. And as a matter of fact, I think I am going to start farming the guy sitting here, okay? I have a feeling that we are going to get significantly more use in this way, comparing to just trying to beat the living crap out of the Mr. Tortoise. I'm giving everything what I got, fellas. I'm giving everything what I got with this tank. This tank is a pot on the tank level, okay? I kid you not, this vehicle is pot on the tank level, okay? And this is me being kind. Would you pay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, would you pay 10 million credits for pot on the tank? Or should I say pot on the prank? So this is what you are going to get if you are going to purchase this tank. This is what you are going to get for purchasing this vehicle, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I worked my butt here, okay? I definitely did full gold spam and whatnot, or mostly gold spam. I felt completely useless in this game. I can tell you one thing, that if you are comparing this vehicle against actually decent tier 9 tanks, this tank isn't existing. I mean, playing with this tank, you are giving disadvantage for the team. This is how it feels like. But fair play, you know, it is a junk. It's up to you. Do you want to buy a junk or you do not want to buy a junk? I really dislike the gun handling of this vehicle, fellas. I truly do. Anyways, what do we have? We have 4.4 thousand damage, 500 assisting damage, class 2 high caliber, that's alright. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we would make 15,000 credits. But once again, a lot of gold spam. A lot of gold spam with this tank for sure. A lot of gold spam, right? So yeah, that's what we have, and we have another player over there. Okay, that's fair. So yeah. Very big stinker in my opinion, but that's completely fine. Not much what we can change about that, and it is how it is, right? So all in all, we played 3 games. I scored well, at least I think so. 3.6 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. We cannot complain about that. We can be happy with our performance. I can promise you that most of the players won't have the session like this with this tank. And speaking about the tier 9 standards, yet still it would be kind of a stinker situation, right? Nevertheless, that's what we have. I would recommend not to buy this tank unless you are collecting vehicles, and rest depends on you, you know. Do as you will, you know. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you, and see you very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.